Now I'm going to use the eyedropper and select the Boolean cube object like that. And there you go. We've removed the back side of the mesh. We still need to fill the back side of the mesh. Next, select the face object and then click on Apply All Modifiers at the very bottom. It might take a few seconds depending on how dense the mesh is. That didn't take too long. Now hide the Boolean cube object by pressing H like that, so we can just focus on the main object. We're now getting to the most tricky part of the exercise, but it's still totally doable. Type in tab to go into edit mode, and yes, this is a pretty dense mesh, so I'm going to scroll in like that. Next, in the top left, I'm going to choose edges instead of vertices like that. And the objective of this step is to select all the edges surrounding the object. Be very careful in making sure to select the edges. How I'm going to do this is select one edge here. So I'll just select one edge like that. I'm going to hold Shift on my keyboard and double click on that edge. And then it will select around the surrounding object. It's not going to select everything for this example. So you can see the yellow line. That's what it's selecting. I'm going to move around the object and you can see there are many parts that it hasn't selected. Next, I'm going to go to the very top and zoom in again and find the edge right there. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit and select that main edge. Make sure not to select any inner edges. You have to start over. I'm going to select that edge and hold Shift. Make sure to hold Shift this whole time, except when you're zooming. And then double click the edge. And then we've selected the very top area like that. You can see the yellow line. We're still missing the other side. So I'm going to go to the other side and find one of those edges. So I'm going to zoom in by pressing Control and then find one edge. So I got to be very careful. Hold select, make sure to hold select, and then pick one edge. I'm going to go zoom in a little bit more and then select this one here. And I'm going to make sure to hold Shift and double click. And then we've selected that very back side as well. So I think we're missing the bottom area. Oh, we've got this little edge here that we're missing. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, actually a lot more. And then try to get one of those edges. Make sure to hold Shift and then select the edge and double click. Oh, we've got one edge at the top right here. I know this is a little manual work. It's pain. Select this edge like that. Oh, is it selecting it? It's not. There we go. I don't know if it's selecting this edge or not. There we go. Now we've got everything selected in the object. Let me go back into front view by pressing 1. You'll see the entire object is selected around the edges. Now go into side mode by pressing 3. Make sure not to deselect all that we just selected. Also make sure you continue to stay in edit mode. Type in E on your keyboard and Y. And then we're going to move along the Y-axis to extend it out like that. I'm going to extend it quite a bit. I'm going to keep going and then stop there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now only type in tab on your keyboard to get out of edit mode to look at the solid mesh. So here's our solid mesh. The objective of this is to have as much mesh on the backside extended that we can cut it out once more to fill the backside. I'm going to go back into the side view. Now let's unhide the Boolean cube in the top right there. Okay, so here's our Boolean cube. Okay, we're going to add a new modifier. So select the face object once more. And then on the right side, the modifiers tab, I'm going to expand this out a little bit and go to the modifiers tab here. I'm going to go back into front view again and click on add modifier and then search and type in Boolean. And I'll choose the Boolean modifier. Make sure you pick the difference mode and then click on fast for the solver. Next is click on the eyedropper and select the Boolean object like that. Let's go back into side view to take a look. And the entire backside is cut and it's filled, which is great. And it's filled on the bottom. One very last step might be to apply this modifier. If you want the solid mesh without any modifiers, you just click apply and there you go. I hope this was helpful for a little more tricky mesh to fill the backside. All right, that's all I got.